Are you in the market for a new career? Are you looking to make a shift? Well then, Bill Humbert, the recruiter guy, is the perfect person to help you do so. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm so lovely because I get to spend some time chatting with you. You always have such great information, and you've got some great statistics that we're going to get into here in just a moment.
Yes, we will. And I even have a QR code that I'm going to show too. Businesses are missing many of the top candidates. And the reason is that they've heard from the government that the official unemployment rate at the end of March 2024 is 3.8%. And many companies feel that we're in full employment at that point. And you can find these statistics by clicking on this QR code. And what you'll see is a table from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and they will show that that line U3 is the official unemployment statistic, which is 3.8%. Now, the way that works is the government only is tracking the people who are on unemployment insurance. And as soon as they drop off, then they drop down to line U6. And I have to read to you how that's described because it's like 2 or 3 lines long. U6 is the total unemployed, so U3, plus all persons marginally attached to the workforce, plus total employed part-time for economic reasons. In other words, they need money. As a percent of the civilian labor force, plus all persons marginally attached to the labor force. And the rate for the people in U6 at the end of March 2024 is 7.3% of the total workforce, or 12,015,800 people. Now, that's the true unemployment number. And as a talent attraction consultant, these statistics on U6 are cause for celebration. Can't you find at least one candidate that's a qualified candidate out of over 12 million workers? Sure.
It's wild to hear these numbers, and it's wild to see how this has kind of shifted throughout the years because this is something that everyone follows along with. Now let's talk about how these statistics are impacting businesses.
Well, so what I hear, as a talent attraction consultant is I talk to executives and they're saying we're having a terrible time finding the right people. And I say, why? Well, the country is at full employment. And I go, well, let me show you the reason why we're really not at full employment. And when I show them U6 and say, the total unemployment number is truly 7.3%, or 12,015,800 people, they're going, what? So it's important for the executives to know this so that if they hear from HR or anybody else that they can't find the right person, they go, so there's over 12 million people unemployed. What's up?
So as they're sitting down, as they're working through this process, what should hiring managers do to change the perception of the recruiters?
Well, one of the things that they can do, hopefully some of the recruiters are looking at this TV interview that we have and they go, oh, I didn't know that. And, it's true. Most people don't. If not, then the executives and the hiring managers can take that. Here, I'll show the QR code one more time. Take the QR code and go to the table itself and then show that to the recruiters and say, hey, you have plenty of people to choose from. Now go get them. Or with me, I tell managers, think of me as a Labrador retriever. Show me what the bone looks like and go fetch, Humbert.
I was just going to ask you, what is your recommendation for hiring managers as they're going through this process? But it sounds like it's just to come to you and get the best help possible.
That's a great way of doing it. I love, I've been doing this over 40 years, and obviously I love what I do, and it's fun being a Labrador retriever of people.
I would imagine it is. Now, if people are interested, hiring managers, executives, in getting more information from you, what's the best way for them to do so?
Simply go to my website, recruiterguy.com, and then there's a red banner, and on that red banner, click and put yourself on my calendar whenever it's at your convenience.
Which is such a great way for people to pick the master's brain, because you are the recruiter guy. And not only can you help people find the perfect job to suit them, but you can also help businesses find the perfect candidates for their available positions.
Thank you, and that's true. I love doing that.
Bill, just really quickly, how long have you been doing this job?
Since 1981.
And that's why you're the expert in this space. People can trust you, they know you, and you've got great credentials because you've been helping people do this for a very long time.
I have. I have one client that since 1996 has worked with me 11 times.
Wow.
And most recently to find a COO for his restaurant business.
See, that's incredible, and that's why they call you the recruiter guy. Bill, thank you so much for taking time to chat with us this morning.
Thank you. It was great to be here.
Make sure that if you are struggling to find those perfect candidates, you reach out to Bill. That way you can get all the great information and learn these tips and tricks. You can always rewind this interview to get that QR code again, and that way you can see the true statistics. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.